What is this? What were Character Options thinking when they came up for the packaging design for this First Doctor and electronic TARDIS set? I mean, I know they were trying to save the environment and all, but this really takes the piss. This might be the worst packaging that I have ever seen for the 5-inch Doctor Who action figure line from Character. This is a result of the unboxing. I have never seen so much sellotape in all of my life. What a disaster. And with that crap out of the way, let's now take a quick look at the figures that this set contains. I'll be completely honest with you, I wasn't all that much excited about this when it got announced, because what we have is yet another First Doctor variant along with another TARDIS variant. It's all very much the same as what we've seen before. However, this is what I like to call the fake First Doctor, and upon seeing the initial images that came out, which were leaked, I wasn't all that impressed. I didn't think that the paint job looked that particularly good on this version of the First Doctor, or the fake First Doctor, played by David Bradley. But I've got to say it, looking at it up close, I think that the likeness to David Bradley really does look good, especially when you take him out of this absolutely shit packaging. And apart from that, the rest of the body is all very much the same as the body of the First Doctor, where he looked like he had rigor mortis with that awful paint job. I didn't get that figure, and to be honest, I don't feel like I've missed out all that much, because the initial release of The Unearthly Child First Doctor, in my eyes, is the most superior release, and I still think it is. I do like this figure. You've got all the wrinkles in his face and all of that, and you have all the detailing on his hat. The hair has a nice little wash to it as well. The scarf, it's alright. I'm not too fussed about it. I'm not really a big fan of the green and the red, but apparently this is what he wore in an adventure in Space of Time, which is what this set is apparently based on. He now has the checkered trousers, which is very similar to the initial First Doctor figure releases that we got way back when. It's much better than the ones that we got more recently, which was supposed to be based on the Web Planet. Don't know why we ended up with those colours, but I much prefer these colours. Not exactly the same as the initial versions in terms of the paint job and everything, but it does a nice job of replicating that nice checkered pattern. In terms of articulation and everything, it is pretty much the same standard articulation that you get on these 5.5 Doctor Who action figures. As for the TARDIS, well, this is absolutely cracking for many reasons. Number one being, this is the first ever time that I managed to get a First Doctor TARDIS. Never ever got any of the other First Doctor TARDISes that have been released in the past, so nothing from Forbidden Planet back in the day, and nothing from that B&M release, which I mentioned earlier. This is a very beautiful TARDIS prop, which has been replicated very nicely as part of this Character Options range. You have nice detailing in the paint job, and it just really sticks out. Just when you shine it to the light and everything, you can really see it pops. The detractor for this is we're now back to having stickers on for the door signs, which is a real shame. I would have liked it if we had it sculpted on, much like many other classic TARDISes that have been released over the past few years. I really like this door sign though, it really does stick out. Also love the fact that we have the St. John's ambulance, which is sort of faded away. Apparently there's been a few licensing issues with St. John's ambulance, so they won't allow it to be used on any more TARDIS merchandise, which is just really ridiculous. But Character Options have managed to find a loophole by doing this and just painted it on there, and I think it is suitable for this particular version of the TARDIS. You have your lock there along with your handle, which has been painted very nicely. Also has that worn effect, much like this TARDIS door sign. And you have your windows there, which are very much the same as what you see on many of the other TARDIS window props. At the very bottom as well, it's just a black base, again, given that nice wood grainy texture to make it feel like it's made out of wood, and you see that all throughout the rest of this TARDIS prop. The lamp at the top is what you'd expect really from a 1960s lamp prop. Overall, I think it works very nicely. Here's some closer detail of the roof. Really love this. Makes it look like it is as part of that early era. At the bottom, you just have some legal stuff. It tells you don't put this in a bin, like I'd ever do that. You have your on and off switch, because this is in fact an electronic TARDIS. Much to my disappointment, this set does not come with batteries. Unfortunately, you don't just get the sound effects. Of course, what we need for the battery compartment are 3 of these AAA batteries. Just put this back in. Oh, look at that. She's good as new. Now, for the first time on camera, let's turn this baby on. You ready, kids? Here's the money breaker. Here goes. Oh, look at that. It's that sound. Oh, she's taking off. Oh. Oh, looks like you're left behind, David. It's just like the real thing, isn't it? And that's the end of another wacky review. All in all, nice figure, brilliant TARDIS, great sound effects, shame about the lack of batteries. Oh, and the less said about that awful packaging, the better. Thank you so much for watching this video. Show your appreciation by leaving a like, by commenting, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. For more action figure reviews, stay tuned right here. And until next time, everyone, bye for now. And I just ruined the TARDIS. Looks like that scene out the Mind Robber, doesn't it? Let's just pretend all that shit with the TARDIS earlier didn't happen.